So it's late into the evening. We spent some time today, haven't we, looking at connective devices, and they're brilliant for the following. Hey Google, tell me a joke.
Here we go. Why can't elephants use computers? Because they're scared of the mouse.
Powerful tool, you can see. However, when we were on the eFIXX live feed events, you went through a series of bootcamp tutorials with us where you got us, Gordon, to the top of Google. Just re-explain to us what that was all about.
Okay, so I mean, we're late at night here. It's the time you're probably thinking, relax with a beer, do your social media, update your website, all things like that. So for me, pretty important. I like to see people boosting the business. One of the best ways, one of the most common searches on Google is, electrician near me. And that's thousands of searches a month. And for me, everyone wants to be the best in their local neighbourhood and get those inquiries. Being at the top of Google for that search is very important.
But that seems like a lot of effort. We've got to fire up the computer. We've got voice activated devices in front of us. Surely let's use the power of, hey Google, can you recommend Electrician in Sharnbrook, Bedfordshire?
I found a few electricians near Sharnbrook. The first one is Say Electrical Contractors at 16 Fox Hedge Way, Bedford. The second one is Switched On Electrical Services at Wood End Close, Sharnbrook, Bedford. The third one is norse-electrical.co.uk at Pheasant Walk, Sharnbrook, Bedford.
Didn't have to fire up the computer. The second person there switched on electrical. I met him at an eFIXX live feed event in Milton Keynes. If you're watching this video, make a comment below. So that was pretty handy.
You've been well done. You are number 2. I don't know who Norse Dash is. We'll see who they are a bit later on. But fantastic.
So how powerful now is the voice? So we're not even fired up the computer, and Google has drawn down 3 electricians for us. Well, could be a fluke. So do you want to try one?
Could be a fluke. Well, let's try one. I'll go near to my hometown. So let's. Hey Google, can you recommend an electrician in North Shields? Brilliant fish shop in North Shields if you want.
I found a few electricians near North Shields. The first one is Priory Electrical NE at 2 Chiltern Road, North Shields. The second one is Eco Home Electrics Limited at 29 Kimberley Avenue, North Shields. The third one is Middleton Paul at 97 Hartington Road, North Shields.
Yeah, I mean, brilliant. So, number 2 on that list again is Ian Sprott, who runs Eco Home Electrics. Now, if you're not following Ian on Instagram, you should be. He posts some absolutely fantastic work, and his pickup is pimped up to the you would want that pickup. So, yeah, Ian's great. And we'll be going to see him in Newcastle on 30th of September when we take live feed to Newcastle.
All right, okay. So, with that in mind, let's try it once more. Let's try and see if we can pluck somebody out from the Cambridgeshire area. There's a lot of YouTubing electricians in the Cambridgeshire area, so let's see if it will pick one of those up then. Hey Google, can you recommend me an electrician in Cambridgeshire?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that, but I'm learning more every day.
You made a simple mistake again.
I said sheer.
You said Cambridgeshire. So, hey Google, can you recommend an electrician in Cambridge?
I found a few electricians near Cambridge. The first one is Artisan Electrics, Cambridge Limited at Leader House, 20 Station Road, Cambridge. The second one is Complete Electrical Solutions at 1 Sturton Street, Cambridge. The third one is D. Holt Electrical Services Limited at 151 Thoday Street, Cambridge.
On the back of those 3 searches, we could get Google actually to ring those electricians for us as well.
Yeah, that's one of the next things it'll do. Now, obviously, there's a few voice assistants out there. Google's one. I mean, we've also got Alexa here. So, might as well. Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Waiter, this egg is bad. Don't blame me, sir. I only laid the table.
Okay, well, clearly that joke was bad as well. And that's not all Alexa's bad at. So, Alexa, can you recommend an electrician in Cambridge?
I don't have any tips for that yet, but there are a lot of topics I do know about. Try asking me for tips about gardening, fashion, art, guitar, relaxation or backpacking.
Okay.
I don't think she's quite got the gist of it then. So I wanted an electrician, but I could have guitar lessons. It was obviously the second thing I was thinking about.
Yeah.
So there must be a secret behind this that's easily unravelled. So if Google's telling me the top 3 in our area, the likelihood is we wouldn't search for anyone else after those top 3. We know that if you're on page 2 of Google, it's the best place to bury a body, I hear.
That's where you get rid of the dead bodies, because nobody will ever find you on page 2 of Google.
So there must be a correlation between what somebody's done online and the effect that the Google search has when we do it orally. So shall we go through that as a sort of mini tutorial?
To go on that, Gary, is obviously Google is the most popular search engine in the world. In the world. So we'll have a look at that. So we'll go into what you said earlier, Sharnbrook, Bedford, and straight away you can see at the top of the page, it brings up the Google Maps and obviously the electricians that mentioned, the top 3. Whoever's on the top 3 on that first page there in Google are there. And
so we search for electricians, Sharnbrook, Bedford.
Yep.
A search probably common for the area, especially if you're living somewhere in the surrounding villages, and it's brought up identically the 3 that we had on voice activation, and in exactly the same order as well.
Yeah, exactly. So that's clearly where Google's getting most of that data from. Now, interesting, you've got the Google. We'll just do it again. Hey Google, can you recommend an electrician in Sharnbrook, Bedford?
I found a few electricians near Sharnbrook. The first one is Say Electrical Contractors at 16 Fox Hedge Way, Bedford. The second one is Switched On Electrical Services at Wood End Close, Sharnbrook, Bedford. The third one is norse-electrical.co.uk at Pheasant Walk, Sharnbrook, Bedford.
Okay, so a couple of things there. Clearly, Norse-electrical is actually Norse-electrical. So it's reading them. Google isn't that intelligent to put some context to that name, so you might want to be careful what you call your name if you're then expecting people to find you straight from Google. But the tip here, I mean, we'll have a look at them all just to see if this pattern's repeated. So if we have a look to electricians in North Shield, so then again, you see the map there of the area, and you can see the top 3 electricians on the map are also the top 3 that Google brought out when we asked the voice assistant.
So what they've done then, these electrical contractors have spent a little bit of time making sure that they've linked their business with Google. Is that correct?
Yeah. So Gary, what happens? You basically can Google business. Is it something like google.co.uk/business?
Okay. You
can set up a listing just like you would in the old days in Yellow Pages, and that's yours to claim. Now you might find you get there, it already exists. So, Google might have pulled it from another source, such as Yellow Pages. I'm not on about the print Yellow Pages, but yell.com when that was in existence.
Yeah.
And actually, sometimes you can be quite shocked with what they've pulled up. So there'll be a really bad picture of your house. And so I would recommend anybody go on there, claim your business, and start developing, but then upload the websites. But you'll notice here, as we look, the ones we're taking a look at here, all of the ones who are top have actually got customer reviews on there. They all tend to be pretty high customer reviews, and we certainly know from some of them certainly produce top-notch work. So clearly they're using it as a tool to market the business and doing it. So perhaps we'll click on one of them, and again, so you can see there, Eco Home Electrics brought up some fantastic pictures of the work he's done.
5-star reviews.
5-star reviews. Yeah.
Work in the area that he's done.
Yeah. So it works. There's a website link to it, so that's good. You can see a link in. You can see a company's house link. So clearly it's pulling the data. There's a link to a Facebook page. Yeah, so clearly Ian's put in some work there.
So there's some distinct correlations between your own Google searches for interest. So if you were looking for an article on, say, something in popular culture or sport, we're probably going to read 1 or 2 of those first 3 or 4 articles, aren't we? That's as far as we tend to search. We don't go to page 8 or 10, etc. So when building a business, it's important that you're obviously in those top 3 for a search online, but now we've got the power of the voice-activated device, which is only going to tell us those top 3. You'll be missing a golden opportunity as time moves forward and more people are talking to their active devices in order to get answers.
Yeah, so we'll just round it off. Let's have a look at Cambridge. So we asked in Cambridge. You'll notice again in Cambridge there's a lot of adverts. Straight away you see in the Google there's 3 adverts at the top of the page.
Okay, yep.
And then you get to the business listings underneath, and there's Artisan Electrics. Clearly all of the electricians in the Cambridge area are using it heavily because he's got 59 reviews. Again, linked website. Clearly Jordan knows what he's doing in that because he does a lot on YouTube and he does a lot of other stuff, so clearly he's up on his digital tech. But yeah, there's other electricians. But it's just a shame if you're not in that top 3, you don't get on the first page of search. You know, you've got to do the second click
and
to get in there.
Google won't tell you exist when you ask for an electrician in your area.
No. So there's a, I think a great top tip for anyone. Claim that Google search, do some work on it, upload, use it, get your customer endorsements, and you could be announced on the smart speaker. And if you can tell us where Alexa gets the data from, or give Alexa a clue where to get the data from, and possibly some better jokes, then then do. But I guess, Gary, what would we say? If people want more marketing tips on this, where can they come to?
I'd come down to an eFIXX live feed event. We're all across the UK in 2020, and we're nipping back to Milton Keynes as our last one of the year, so switched on electrical. If you want to rejoin me down there, I think we had residual current squirreling out a 50-inch TV into the back of his car in the dead of night at the back of that event as well. So in order to get new marketing tips, access to brands, and access to the team at eFIXX, check out one of our live feed events at efixx.co.uk, and no doubt in a minute there'll be a red emoji somewhere near my face. Okay, and if you smash that, you can obviously subscribe to the YouTube channel as well.